Would you look at that? Would you just look at that? Who was hanging out today? Who saw what went down? We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about the plan and how the plan was perfectly executed by some fine patriots. And I'm just trying to set up my battery here, guys. Give me a quick second. We're going to talk about how the plan was executed by some fine patriots. The planning went down in a beautiful area. I'm out here learning so much about farming, right? I'm going to almost be a big kid farmer when I get out of here. Right now, what we're doing is we're farming patriots. You know what I mean? We're growing awareness and hearts and minds with the patriots. Look, I trimmed up. I got cleaned up. What do y'all think? You know, my hair could be a little better right now, but I got cleaned up for you visionaries. We got big things coming down the pike. The pike? They're coming. Wherever they're coming from, they're coming. That's right. It's great to see all you guys. Thank you so much. I really want to show respect to Justin and Scott. Tremendous respect, Justin and Scott, and to everybody who was part of this plan from the beginning. I have to take my hat off to the patriots who are sitting right over here and back there, and the ones that are in the woods out here keeping an eye on us too, because that's how they do it in these parts. But thank you so much to the patriots. My hat is off to you. I honor and respect you. Thank you for feeding me and clothing me and transporting me and protecting me and for teaching me. Thank you so much, patriots. I honor and respect you. And soon you guys are all going to know who those patriots were. If they're comfortable with it, the whole truth will come out and you'll know what happened. You'll know how we did this. It is so good to see you guys. So good to be live. We've got the beast back, and you may or may not believe it, but I had my buddy scan it for bugs, and 3 Bluetooth bugs came up. One of them is titled LE. Maybe that means law enforcement. Maybe it means Larry Edwards or something. But there wasn't anything in the truck, and now there's a LE Bluetooth device in the truck. So we have a private company coming out. They're going to sweep it for bugs before I get near it. They'll take all that crap out of there. I have other buddies who are going to go through everything because the police already said that they planted things in the truck or that they found things in the truck that weren't there. And then they chose not to charge me for it. So it means they freaking planted it, and I didn't play into their game. And today they fully expected to arrest me. They had officers waiting. They had an African-American officer in red hat, red shoes, black shirt, blue jeans. He was one of them. He had a body cam on. He had a partner. Both him and his partner went and briefed a middle-aged African-American female who may or may not have been the woman who identifies herself as Detective Moore, right? They also went and spoke with somebody in a Lexus with tinted windows. So we've got pictures and videos of their whole security team. Additionally, that school bus pulled up, blocked the entrance, right? Somebody gets off, people are getting on. I want to know who they were putting on the school bus. Did you have a team in the woods for me? Come on. Would you look at that? Would you just look at that? Would you look at that? Maybe you guys don't know what I'm talking about, but that's what I'm saying. Arrest me for what? Exactly right. So they said I don't have warrants, but then one of them called me and said I do have a warrant only in D.C. Well, we run my background through the FBI and through local law enforcement and state law enforcement, and they say you've got no warrants. So they were trying to do a false arrest in a quiet area on no grounds. They were going to trade me for the truck and put me in a J6 jail with no case numbers, no arraignment, no access to the legal system, and that's why I'm not in D.C. right now. I've got a great attorney, $2,000 an hour. This attorney's a partner in a law firm, $2,000 an hour, only dealing with government and international law, and he's doing it for free. He's my attorney. He said I was his client for free. So we've got the big boys coming out, big boys and girls coming out to protect us. They go, you rock, 10-4. Y'all rock. I fucking love you guys. Or excuse me, that was my first curse in weeks on live stream. I'm sorry. I'll pay the swear jar. Flip. I'm going to pay the swear. I'll just put it here for now. And we'll get it in that swear jar. I promise. Okay. That's my fault. I apologize. That's exactly what they were going to do. They were either going to kill me. They're going to bushwhack me and shut me up and stop me from being a positive influence. Right. I had video of police doing a hit and run, stealing a video. Refusing to help a woman who's injured laying in the road, refusal to take a report from me until I said it 3 times and said there was 1,200 people watching them, right? We watched them failure to self-identify and give badge numbers. We watched the police commit multiple crimes, parking in a crosswalk, parking in front of a fire hydrant, right? All these crimes, and we have it on video, and I was very verbal about calling them out. I also went to the White House and asked the president to bring Hunter Biden up out of the freaking White House playroom, drag him out of the bouncy castle, and have him give some of that filthy money he got in Ukraine to American charities. And then they towed my truck the instant I did that. So you telling me that's not retaliatory? I want to talk to you about something else. Why wouldn't they give me any paperwork today? Since when do you tow a truck off the street without telling the guy? You have police say that they don't know where the truck is. They give the truck back, but there's no paperwork? Would you look at that? Would you just look at that? Would you look at that? Why was there no paperwork? Why was there not a desk where the police officers like sit, or the tow people sit and like have coffee and like do paperwork and push it through the little slot in the bulletproof window? Why wasn't there a desk? Why were we in a shady parking lot with undercovers walking around, people in their vehicles with binoculars? There's probably snipers on the roof. You know what I mean? And we send a firefighter, an EMT, and two lovely ladies to go in and just, get my truck back. Thank God they gave my truck back. And it's because of you visionaries calling them. All you visionaries called them and called them and called them and called them. And they said, crap, we have no reason to hold the truck. There's nothing in there. The dog gave a false positive. They admitted to not finding weapons, guns, explosives, drugs, nothing. They admitted that they found nothing. So what did the dog indicate on? I asked for the dog's badge number and name. They refused to tell me. Last Saturday, I asked. I was told I would find out Monday. No information. Well, that dog ought to be freaking retrained or tested, and every case that dog has done is now tainted. That's why they don't want to tell me. Why did the dog indicate positive and you found nothing? Nothing. Then you had to give me my truck back. Yeah. I think they're pissed off because I talked to the guy down there. His name was Michael Dorsey. Michael Dorsey is the officer who told me he was not an officer and didn't have powers of arrest, who was in charge of the truck. And he finally flashed his badge to Scott. Scott saw his badge and read the number out. But the guy told me he was a civilian who worked for the police department and that he did not have powers of arrest. He sure looked like he does a lot of physical training, and he sure was well-spoken for somebody who runs a tow lot, right? They were trapping us. They put Bluetooth on the truck. We already swept it for Bluetooth, and we found LE, law enforcement Bluetooth device in the truck. 2 other devices in the truck as well that we found so far. We have a professional company coming out to sweep the truck before I go anywhere near it. Don't worry. Don't worry, visionaries. I might not be there on the mall with you, but I'm still playing, okay? And we just beat them at their own game today. They were observed on camera breaking the law. They saw that the people won't stand for them breaking the law against the citizens. They illegally, here's what happened. I have witness statements and video, all right, of someone who was behind tinted glass watching this happen at my truck when it got stolen. And the person behind the tinted glass saw a white shirt officer, one of the senior officers, crouch under my vehicle by himself, then walk around my vehicle and crouch under it again, and then he walks away by himself, a male. Then 30 police officers and a dog come up. The canine sits and indicates right where the white shirt bent over. Then they took the truck off the street. Then they get a warrant and search the truck. Then they find nothing and say, fuck. How are we going to get him? How are we going to shut X-Ray up? He's been on the radio in front of 5 million people in a day. Now he's on the news on ABC and on Fox. He's even giving interviews in Univision. And just like I said in every video, I'll tell you right now, patriots, I want you to be peaceful and nonviolent. Peaceful and nonviolent. I want you to bring fiddles and potato salad and American flags. And I want you to show up on the Washington Mall this weekend for freedom. If you can't go to the Washington Mall, there are other events going on around the country. For example, there's one happening in Missouri. So go to Missouri. But President Trump's coming to D.C. Even President Trump supports us and is coming to D.C. Thank God. Thank God for President Trump coming to D.C. That's going to bring even more people in. Come to the mall, wave your flag, bring your fiddles. So the way they stole my truck was they either sprayed an aerosol or he wiped a hand with some gunpowder or some residue, something that makes the dog indicate. And I don't know if he was a drugs dog or an explosives dog or what kind of dog he was, because they won't tell me his badge number. They refuse. They refuse to tell me who the dog was that set this whole thing off into action. All right. So they search the vehicle. They find nothing. They're like, fuck, we've got to get this guy out of the game. That's another $1. They say, we've got to get this guy out of the game. Okay. These are like, because I've been on the run. Okay. I've been moving here for a little while. It's, and I still owe these patriots for clothing, food, water, fuel, shelter, protection. I still owe these patriots. Santa said he was going to set up like a GoFundMe or something for me. I know I've been sending you guys to Santa's account. Rose made it clear to me today that that's all going to be Santa's and that none of that's coming to me. So if you want to help support the patriots who have supported me, you can go X-Ray Convoy at Cash App, or you could go X-Ray Convoy at Venmo. Cash App and Venmo, X-Ray Convoy. You want to send me a message, I'm at convoyxray@gmail. Just message me. Okay, so they stole my truck. False positive from a dog. They found nothing. They didn't know what to do. They told me I had a warrant. Then we run it through the FBI. We run it through local law enforcement. We run it through state law enforcement. Every one of them says I don't have any warrants anywhere and I'm not wanted. So why is DC Metro saying I'm wanted when I'm not? Why are they trying to set a trap to trade me for my truck? I'll tell you how the conversation went. I get a call from a guy named Mr. Dorsey. We found out today his name is Michael Dorsey. All right. He said he works for DC Metro, but he does not have powers of arrest. He goes, Mr. Dobbins, you guys know who I am. I just want to be respectful to you. I just want to say that, I have your truck here on my lot. I want it off your lot. You want to get it back, and I'm going to help you do that. I can't tell you the location. I just want you to show up and, call me when you're an hour away. I go, why can't you tell me the location? If it's an impound, you go, I just can't tell you, sir. I'm trying to be respectful to you. I can't tell you. I go, okay. And, then he goes, well, what direction are you coming from? You're going to be coming from the north or the south or the east or the west. Which direction will you be coming from? And I was like, I don't know, man. I'll probably be flying in. Oh, you're going to fly. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to fly in. What time? We set it for 2 p.m. today. Well, I called him at like 10 o'clock and said, we're going to be there 11:30. Then Scott calls them and shows up at 11. So we kept them on their toes. We sent different people. I had already sent a power of attorney from a random state, power of attorney. We already did that. Already sent him a truck key, so he could just get in and roll. And now you're seeing the corruption. That's why we sent them live with my stream down there. You saw all those extra officers. You saw the people in the Lexus. You saw the guy in the red hat and the red shoes, the jeans and the black shirt, and his partner with the body cams, right? You think that guy's going to show up randomly in the back of a parking lot in the woods without anybody watching his back? You don't think there were snipers there? And when I'm on the phone with him today, he goes, now, sir, you're going to have an ID. And I don't know what you think of our government, but it has to be a real ID. And I go, I love and respect our government. I stand up for my country, and I want to do that with my mouth, with my words. And he goes, well, you don't always have to like what other people say in free speech. And I was like, yeah, of course. Free speech. Say whatever you want. Right? I just want to use my mouth. And y'all seem to think I'm some kind of terrible person and you want to put me in a cage or kill me. And we just beat you at your own game. I'm not trying to be too antagonistic, but we just whipped your butt at your own game on your own turf. Right? That's what happened today. A bunch of farmers outsmarted you. Which is great. God bless the Patriots. All right. So I love you guys. I love you visionaries. Thank you so much for calling. Thank you for calling into DC Metro. Thank you for refusing to put up with injustice. This is injustice. It's corruption. All right. It's corruption and injustice. And the American people will not stand for it, especially people who are engaging in good faith, peacefully, non-violently, with words for America. I will never raise my sword against my country, but I will stand up for her. I will stand up for her until the day I die for our freedoms. Peacefully and non-violently. I want you all to look like Reverend Dr. Martin Luther Jr., okay? And I know I'm live right now. Like, I know if they had something on me, they could just find where I'm at, land helicopters, and get me. I know. But I haven't done anything wrong. And I'm on the live stream, and we're using the live streams to show you what the media won't show you. This is how corrupt it is in D.C. And thank God for the attorney. Thank God for the real big shot, big league attorney, $2,000 an hour $2,000 an hour for this attorney, and he's doing it for free because he knows how corrupt these people are, and he knows he's one of the only one who can beat them. He's the only one. This is utter corruption. It's horrible. The system in DC is rotten to its core. I don't know who these people are, if they're DC Metro or Homeland Security or some other three-letter agency or whatever. I don't know. I don't know if they're an executive agency or what. But I just show my love and respect peacefully. Love and respect for America and the American people. And I'm going to stand up for freedom in a peaceful, nonviolent way. So you're going to have to kill me if you want to shut me up. And there's no reason to do it. There's no reason to do it because I'm a helper and I'm a good guy. And if you do work for Department of Homeland Security, go read the notes from years ago when I helped you all out, right? After the hurricanes and the floods, right? When I rescued the people, when I taught you how to rescue the people. Do you remember? Remember when I gave you the intel because my teams had more intel than your teams? Remember when we were saving people's lives and you were sitting in a freaking air conditioning command center? Do you remember? Remember how I was a helper? You sent the army to take pictures of me, so I know that you know that I'm a helper. So don't kill me, all right? I'm a good guy. I'm here in good faith. All right. Why am I running? Well, I'm standing here on live stream, and you're going to see me loud and proud real soon. But the reason that I ran is because a group is trying to falsely imprison or arrest me without giving me access to the legal system. They've lied about warrants being out when they're not out. All right, they've lied about that to intimidate me and take me offline, and now I'm saying enough. All right, I'm a patriot. I'm a Marine veteran. I'm an EMT. I'm a teacher, and I'm standing up for freedom right now. I run a nonprofit. You know I'm a good guy, and I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of your shit. I'm standing up for freedom, and I'm not going to give up. I'm not going away, and neither are the visionaries, and neither are the patriots who are watching this. All right, if you saw what happened today and it turns your stomach, you know that was corruption, right? That was not a tow yard. If that was a tow yard, there'd be a gate. There'd be a sign that said property of DC Metropolitan Police. There'd be a doggone bench or like a desk where they sit at and work, where they do paperwork. I would get paperwork that says like where I got my vehicle from so somebody couldn't say I stole it off the lot or that they had possession. I had no paperwork. No paperwork. No paperwork. Do you trust this? Do you believe in this? Or was it a trap? 3 or 4 times the guy said Dorsey on the phone is a tool, right? This guy goes, "Oh, sir, I'm not trying to disrespect you. This is not a trap." And I'm like, well, you've said this is not a trap 3 times. It's obviously a fucking trap, you know? So that guy's got to go back to training, okay? You got to go train Dorsey again. He definitely didn't come across as a tow yard boss. So go train him. And he wouldn't have given up the goods. You know, maybe y'all would have snatched me up today. All right, so they're trying to arrest me when there are no charges. They've set traps for me multiple times, okay? They've stolen my truck off the street. They damaged it. They shattered the mirror. The mirror's been hit. The whole mirror is shattered and destroyed. They destroyed my property, and they never found any guns, drugs, explosive, nothing. They found nothing. Nothing. And now they want to get me. They want to silence me because I'm a leader. Because I'm standing up for freedom in a peaceful, non-violent way. I'm encouraging you to be like Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., to peacefully stand up for freedom, to wave your American flags, to share your potato salad, to saw your damn fiddle for freedom. Fire on the mountain, run, boys, run. You know, something. Devil's in the house with the rising sun. Yeah, so this is what happened. I've got text messages from these people proving it. I recorded the phone calls with them, and I had witnesses when I did it. That's why we had multiple live streamers there. This is what DC Metropolitan Police is going to do to leaders. They're not going to do it to the citizens who just show up. They're not going to do it to you, okay? I want you to feel safe showing up. I want you to feel safe getting down on the mall. I want you to go to the mall and stand up and say, we're not going to take this crap. If you live in the middle of the country, go to Jefferson City. I don't know if it's tomorrow or Saturday. It's in Missouri. Okay, tomorrow or Sunday, my bad. I think it's Sunday. All right, this weekend, I want you to go to Jeff City. If you're real badass, you'll go to DC one day, Jeff City the other day. You know what I mean? And you stand up for freedom. You stand up for freedom and you show them you're not afraid and that you won't take it. You throw their tea in the damn harbor and you say, I'm not going to take it. You're not taxing my freedom for nothing, for showing up peacefully and nonviolently and respectfully. I've served my country and my communities my whole life. You've run my backgrounds, agents, federal agents, analysts. You've had enough time to run my background and my communications. You know I'm not planning anything bad. You know I'm not meeting up with anybody who has any kind of weapons or ill intentions. You know this. You know I've never done any of that shit in my life. You know I'm honorably discharged and I was meritoriously promoted and the honor graduate. You know this. You know that I have a nonprofit that trains law enforcement and government agencies and hippies and raft guides and families and citizens. You know I'm a good guy. All right, you know I'm a good guy. All right? Police are watching. All right, federal analysts are watching, and I just hope the white hats are strong enough to overpower the evil. The evil. So many people who are in elected and appointed positions are evil, and they do evil, terrible things. They lie to get their way. They make evidence go away and appear whenever they want. They play with systems to try to get their way, to make themselves more comfortable, to ensure their health care plan, and to screw you over, just like they did to me. You saw it. You all saw it right here. You saw it. You saw what they did. Would you look at that? Would you just look at that? And if you don't know the video, you should Google that video. It's pretty funny. Would you look at that right there? Look at that. That's all I'm saying. Plain and simple, I've stood up for freedom in a peaceful, nonviolent way in multiple languages, right? Multiple languages. When I went to the embassies, I was speaking to them in English, French, Spanish, Arabic, Hebrew, you name it, getting the people out. I might have even yelled something in Swahili just to get the people out and motivated, you know, to come out. You guys have to come out. You have to get off the couch this weekend. It's going to be beautiful. This is the time. Farmers, we've got some rain coming. You got to be motivated about that, right? We've got to be motivated about some rain. These crops have jumped just in the time that I've been here. It's been incredible to watch them, right? Lots more information coming out from our farming team and about what's going on in farming right now, and how farmers are affected by this. I know we have some at home. We're looking at some beautiful beans right here, right? Beautiful soybeans right here on this field. Beautiful field. Incredible. Okay. So I'm telling you, I want to hear from you guys. What do you think is going on? And what do you think I should do? Was that a real impound lot or was that a trap? That was a trap. That was a trap. You know? And I called the guy this morning. He asked me where I was. I go, oh, I'm in Washington, D.C. Where's your facility? And he's like, oh, we're about 10 minutes from there, but I can't tell you where because it's a secure facility. And I'm like, it's just kind of strange you can't tell me where the tow yard is so I can come pick up my vehicle. It's just kind of strange you don't have any paperwork for me. It's just kind of strange that you're different things, that you're telling me different things. It's just kind of strange that the person who says she's a detective, when the FBI looks into her, says there's no such detective at DC Metro. It's just kind of strange. Would you look at that? Would you just look at that? No paperwork. Would you look at that? Where's the paperwork? We want to look at that. Would you look at that? Would you just look at it? I'm not a bad guy. I'm not a bad guy. Don't treat me like a bad guy. Stop treating me like a bad guy. I'm a good guy and you know it. All right? And we need the white hats. I honor and respect the white hats. Those of you who are good people on the inside, who are trying to fight the injustice with integrity, right, and righteousness, you have to be strong. You have to be stronger. All right? Evil is trying to destroy us. You've seen it here on many other channels. But to the white hats, ladies, gentlemen, I honor you so much for putting everything on the line to stand up for us, just like these patriots here. Thank you to the white hats, okay? Thank you. I love you. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. You guys message me anytime you want. I'm not opening any attachments. I'm not clicking any links. But you can send me a text-based message and keep it real short because I'm not online very long each day. SIM cards are out, batteries are out, and we're moving. We're going to a different spot. You know, every day we're going to a different spot. That way people, you know, can't impose their will on me illegally, immorally, and unnecessarily, inappropriately. It won't happen. Okay? Uncle Sam and Aunt Samantha have the tools to come and get me whenever they want. They know where I'm at. They can come here whenever they want. We might see some helicopters here in a minute come and land. Maybe a couple of military aircraft will fly by and they'll let us know, right? We could have you if we want, but we know you're a good guy, and we're going to let you keep doing your thing for freedom. This is all about interpreting signals and messages, right? And I've been very clear with my words, telling you to be peaceful and nonviolent. Do not take over buildings. Do not get out of control. Do not take hostages, right? Or hold mock trials or anything like that. We're going to come and wave flags peacefully for America. You got an instrument? Bring it. You got a banner? Bring it. You got a flag? Bring it. You're with another group and you don't want to join 1776? Great. Bring your group. Keep your funding. Keep your name. Come down and be with us as patriots. Right now, I put the call out to every patriot. Every patriot owes me 2 on the mall or in Jeff City this weekend. Every single patriot, you owe me 2. You and your husband, you and your wife, 2 of your kids, 2 of your hired hands, hired hand and his wife, whatever it is, coworker, whatever it is, mentor, whoever it is, you go get the old people out of the nursing home. You bring them out. They care about freedom. They remember a time when they were free and when people were brave enough to stand for it. Okay? So with everything that I've been through, I'm still coming. I'm still coming out. I'm going to be there. Okay? I'm coming back. I've been talking with Santa. Everything is cool. Truck's getting swept for bugs again as we speak. Okay? I'm coming. You have to come too. You have to stand up for America. We want you, patriot. We want you. And I know you can do it. You just might have to move a couple things around or call somebody who you have a relationship with and just ask them to, could you maybe help my cat get some food or whatever? Could you maybe walk my dog while I'm gone? Oh, I'm going to bring my dog, right? Bring your dog. It's a great idea. Okay? I love you guys so much. Thank you for keeping the faith. Thank you for staying in the game. Thank you for refusing to fold your hand. That's right. They unfolded and refolded those flags. That's true. That's true. The boys put up the Marine flag on the back. They got it up. They said they're flying that. So we got Bobby's flag from what I understand. So far, the only damage I'm aware of is the shattered mirror. Someone came and hit the mirror with a vehicle or a heavy object, heavy, tall object, which destroyed the glass. The glass was completely pulled. Therefore, there's no mirror. So maybe they were going to then pull me over on the street and say, oh, you don't have a mirror. And then say, oh, well, you have this thing pending or whatever. I don't know what their plan was to get me, but they sure as shoot destroyed my mirror. They sure destroyed my mirror, didn't they? They destroyed my mirror. They damaged and destroyed my property. They stole my truck. They've got nothing on me. And they were going to arrest me. That was a trap. It was a trap. And then, so I called that guy. What was his name? Dorsey or whatever, Mike Dorsey. I called him, the tow truck guy, the impound guy. And I said, hey, I go, what was up with that yellow school bus? And he goes, oh, yeah, it was unfortunate that yellow school bus pulled in and blocked your view for a period of time. It was a random bus driver asking what was going on. So if that's true, that's not a flipping impound facility, and this was a random new occurrence, okay? If it's not true, that's where they were unloading all their hidden officers who were in the woods and shit ready to take us, right? That's where they got them out of there or whatever. And I don't know, did that guy get off the bus when he come back? So the yellow school bus, weird. No paperwork. Refusal to give his badge number until Scott asked 3 times. The guy flashed his badge but wouldn't say it. Scott read it out on the live stream. No paperwork. When you've got my vehicle more than a week, you steal my vehicle off the street, false positive from the dog, nothing found in the vehicle, white shirt officer observed crouching under the vehicle twice on video and with a witness statement behind tinted glass directly across from the vehicle, 10 feet away, observe this. So that guy planted something that the dog indicated on. Dog gives a false positive. They don't find shit. They've got to cover their asses. They hold the vehicle for a week to mess with me and think it's going to keep me offline and out of the game, and I'm right here. I'm right here. I've got my truck back. I've got my flags flying. My truck was on the National Mall today. My truck was there, free, on the mall today. What do you think, Shelly? Bobby was on the mall today. Shelly, we did it. We did it. Just saying. Shelly gave me the truck. You guys know this, who know the channel. It was her son, Bobby. Corporal Porter was wounded in action in Iraq in 2006, died in 2013. It's his truck. It was his casket flag they stole. They stole. You stole it to try to get me out of the game, and it did not work. It didn't work. Didn't work, did it? You know what? Because God knows that what we're doing is righteous and appropriate and moral and ethical and good. God knows. And you know too. You've got to really, I'm talking to the agents out there who might be against us. You've got to look yourself in the mirror every day and lie when you come after the 1776 restoration movement or any of us. You have to lie to yourself. You have to lie to your coworkers. You have to make things up. You have to lie. And you put that uniform on, you put that badge on, and you lie. You remember that. You tell your grandparents when you pass away and you see your ancestors face to face, you let them know that you were a corrupt cop and you lied, that you were dirty. You tell them that. You tell them that. Because you know you're lying. You know you're living a lie. You know you're trying to falsely imprison and trap a good American who would come and save you or your family if something happened. I would come and help you in good faith. And then I need help from you and you steal my truck and break my mirror and don't tell me and try to threaten me, try to play games with me. I know y'all are more powerful than I am. I'm just a little citizen. Just a little citizen. I know you're more powerful than I am. But stop fucking with me. We won't take it. I know I cursed. Sorry. It was worth it, though. We won't take it anymore. We're going to peacefully assemble, and we're going to wave flags, and we're going to tell you it's no good. We really only have a couple more dollars, so we really need to clean up the language. All right. I'm just saying. You guys saw it. You saw it here. Everybody knows it's true. Everybody knows that it's not a lie. You saw what happened. 3 or 4 times, Dorsey goes, it's not a trap, sir. I know your current legal situation. And I go, I don't have a current legal situation according to a bunch of agencies. That's different than what you guys are telling me. He goes, well, sir, I'm not trying to disrespect you, but what time do you think you'll be here? And what direction are you coming from? Well, why does that matter? Where is your lot, boy? Where's your lot? Where is your bulletproof glass where you pass my paperwork under it and I sign paperwork, I get a copy, I pay you. I didn't have to pay $1 because you know you're wrong. If you were right, you would have charged me. That was a trap. I caught that cuss word. I would argue. I didn't quite say it. I just said the first 2 letters, but I caught that one. I got the safety on real fast. I'm just saying, guys, it was a trap. They would have had me in a cage on a concrete bed this whole time with no charges and no court date and no warrants and nothing pending, so no one would be able to find me. They would have just put me in a hole in a cage and just left me, thrown away the key, because I'm standing up peacefully and non-violently and we're being really effective. Buku effective. Our effectiveness is as beautiful as these soybeans right now. These are some pretty beans. It's a beautiful field, right? Just a beautiful field. This farmer's done an incredible job. I'm telling you. Whose orders were these? Who came up with this? Was it Detective Moore, if there is a Detective Moore? Because we did see a middle-aged African-American woman there on site that the 2 guys with the body cameras were reporting to over by a black Lexus. Was that your little undercover security team? Did we find you? You look like people we've seen on the mall. We're actually having our intel team run facial recognition with the people who we saw today in the background with people who we saw on the mall. And so we think we've ID'd all the undercovers associated with this right now, or at least a big chunk of them. Not that we're threatening those people. We don't mean anything bad for them, but you're really doing bad stuff to us. So we want to know who it is that's doing this so we can call y'all out and make sure the pictures are there. And, I think maybe that person, I've got all the information on, we're not going to say it on the live stream, but Texas is all I'll say. How about that? Texas and more. That's all we'll say for now, though. We just want to be real peaceful and nonviolent. I want to encourage you all to be peaceful and nonviolent at all times. I want you to remember how good friends can be, how good Americans can be. I never thought that really anymore until I came back with the convoy. I came back with the convoy and I saw, and now with the 1776 restoration movement, and I saw how good Americans can be to each other. I saw what they're willing to do, all right, for each other. For each other. These patriots have transported me protected me, clothed me, fed me, right? They've taken me to church. They've helped lift my spirit. I would be gone and in a cage without them. With no charges, none of you would have known what's going on. I never would have been able to go live. Oh, I know they're after me. I'm moving locations right after this. This is why I'm going live here, so I can. You know what I mean? I do have an attorney. I have a wonderful attorney. Hats off to this incredible attorney. $2,000 for guys. He's $2,000 an hour. But he's doing it for free. He's doing it for free because he believes in us. He told me yesterday. Free. Instead of $2,000 an hour. Free. That's a big boy right there. And he only does international law and DC law, and that's it. He actually said to me, he goes, you know what? I'm not a very good father. He goes, I'm not a very good father. What was the other thing he said? I'm not a good dad. I'm not a good husband. Thank you, sir. I'm not a good dad. I'm not a good husband, but I'm damn good at this. And I'm one of the only people in the country or the world who does this as well as I do this, and I do it well. You know, so this attorney, this patriot attorney, and I'll ask him if he wants me to say his name or not the next time I speak with him. Colleen, why do I have an attorney? Anybody want to clue her in? So I'm not the one saying it. You guys have been with me here over time. Why would I have? Yeah, hats off to the attorney. Hats off. And I mean, this guy's a big deal. He's a partner, a big firm. $2,000 an hour is partner money. And he's out here crushing it. And he even admitted, he's like, there are things in my life that I don't do well. He's like, this is something I do well. And he goes, if anybody calls you and they try to take the case right away, he goes, you better run away because they're bullshitting you. They don't know what they're doing. This guy's represented some very high-level patriots and people. He only has like 3 or 4 clients now. And you would all know the names. You would all know the names. Big deal clients. And he's a powerhouse. So really excited. That's right. We're being railroaded illegally. Right, we're being railroaded here, and you know what? We're putting those caution flags up on the railroad. All right, we're not trying to Jesse James it. We're just trying not to get run over. We're just trying to make the engineers safe if we want to use the railroading. Great lawyer, can't wait. What I'm trying to secure is a document from the Department of Homeland Security that says that it's safe for this American to go into Washington, D.C. peacefully, to just like live stream and wave my flag with my friends. That's all I want to do. So I want like a letter from a 3-letter agency or from the government in some way that says that DC Metro can't disappear me. And I need that. I can't go there because they're saying they have an arrest warrant for me, but you run my name through FBI and they say, no, there's no warrants anywhere. You run it through local law enforcement, targeted and national search. They say nothing, nowhere. Run it through state law enforcement. They say nothing, nowhere. So DC Metro's lying to keep me out of DC, and they may or may not take me and put me in a cage for no reason, with no paperwork associated with it, the same way they did to my truck. Would you look at that? Would you just look at that? Because that's what they did to my truck. Why wouldn't they do it to me? You think that they were trying to trade me for my truck? There are no warrants for me. No warrants anywhere for me right now. I am not wanted, but I am being hunted. I'm not wanted, but I'm being hunted. Isn't that weird? Would you look at that? Would you look at that? You guys have to go and watch that video. It's pretty funny. It'll make you laugh real hard. Yeah, and if they're keeping warrants off the books, then like that sounds shady to me. Why wouldn't you tell other law enforcement? Like if there was a problem, there's not a problem. I'm a good person. They know I'm a good person, and now they're screwed. They messed with the wrong group of people. I'm John Rambo. No way. I'm peaceful. I'm very, very peaceful and nonviolent. Peaceful, nonviolent. Nope, there's nothing from my past. I've never been convicted of a crime. In fact, I train groups like Space Force, USGS, Parks and Wildlife, DNR officers, and outfitters and guide services. But I train them in rescuing people, search and rescue. You know, government knows. You guys know that I've been on your isolated communities task force saving lives after hurricanes in the jungle. You know it. I stood there with the majors and the captains who were my peers, right? And I represented another group with 36 volunteers, and we freaking rescued the people. We gave you more intel than you had. You know it. I'm not even going to talk about the other stuff that you know about too, probably. The other helpful stuff. You know, some of the things I told you I would never talk about, and I never will. But I could talk about the other stuff like that Cyber 912 competition that I beat all the service academies at, right? Remember that one when we wrote defense policy for you and you did it? The Cyber 912 competition, right? Remember when I won that? National runner-up, whatever, national semifinalist? Beating service academies and Ivy League schools. Come on. You guys know I'm a helper. You know I love America. You know that my family has been here since before the American Revolution, since Jamestown, helping the people. You know we're helpers. So stop treating me like a criminal. I'm a helper. Stop treating me like a damn criminal. What's wrong with you guys? And visionaries, thank you. I love you guys so much. You men and women are just, my hat's off to you. The most incredible patriots in the world. If it wasn't for you patriots, I'd be in a cage. But you guys came out and you rescued me. You fed me. You clothed me. You sheltered me. You transported me. You gave me protection and life. You gave me a chance to come back and regroup and refocus, to come up with a good plan and to implement the plan. I'm not even on site and I just won an away game. I just won a major away game, because I've got incredible patriots like Justin and Scott who can go down range as operators and get the job done legally and appropriately to win at their own game. Scott, thank you. Justin, thank you. Hey, I saw Victoria down there and I saw Miss Kentucky in the house. Thank you to Miss Kentucky and to Victoria. I watched the whole live stream. I watched my whole live stream. And of course I got Scott signed in to my live stream to do this. So it took a level of coordination, and the whole world saw what happened. The whole world saw it. So you'll see what goes on, right? We're being strong. We're being smart. We're staying focused. And we're in this game for freedom in America. And we're not going anywhere. We're not going anywhere. We'll stay there for months. We'll stay there for years if we have to on the mall. That is our ground. That is our sacred ground, and we will hold it. All right? You can give us a permit or not. We're not going anywhere. All right? And you can't get rid of us because we're there peacefully singing karaoke. American patriotic karaoke songs, and you want to shoot us for that? You want to jail us for that? Would you look at that? That's your country. Would you look at that? And I heard that, didn't Biden say that he has cancer now and COVID? And his wife said he had 7 strokes. So the president is just lost in the sauce. You have members of Congress being arrested for protesting our other branch of government at the Supreme Court. And the Supreme Court is gone. They're just being protected somewhere because of all this craziness that's going on in D.C. They know D.C. Metro can't protect them. They know D.C. Metro is corrupt and they don't want to be around. So they took that Supreme Court out of there and they've got real big kids protecting them. Good job protecting our justices. Good job. I'm glad our Supreme Court justices are safe. Praise God. Because who knows what's going on in the White House? Before Ukraine happened, the president did a 2-hour video conference with Putin. Well, you listen to the president speak 5 minutes and you know how that 2-hour press conference went. And Putin's like, I can do whatever I want and he'll do nothing. And then he took Ukraine and now our boys in black are having a secret war in Ukraine for what? I don't know. We clearly had some kind of assets there that were important enough to protect. This is when the chat starts going biolabs. Right. Hardware. There was something there that was going into Russia. Russia found out about it. They said, fuck this, we're going to take it. Let's talk to Biden and see if we're going to have a world war. Biden drooled all over himself, and then Putin did whatever he wanted. That's pretty much how that went. All right, so that's the presidency jacked up. There are 3 branches of government. That's the presidency. The House, you've got members of the House like Ocasio-Cortez or whatever going and getting arrested. And by the way, I didn't see a paddy wagon. I didn't see handcuffs. I didn't see any of that crap. I didn't see him go to a concrete bench like they do to us. They just put him at a white picnic table, had him do paperwork and sent them away. A $50 fine. Kiss my ass. All right, so that compromises the second branch of government that's calling out the third branch of government, the Supreme Court, which is gone. They gone. Where are they? Maybe they're meeting just away. Maybe they're just doing their thing remotely and safely, like I am. They know it's not safe for them to be in D.C., so they're doing everything they can for the country remotely while they're being protected. Same thing. Same thing. So we have to stand up and say, would you look at that? Would you just look at that? We're looking at these things and it's not okay. Just stand up and say, would you look at that? All right. Look at it, guys. Don't stand for it. Don't take it. Stand up peacefully. Say it's not going to work. I know. If you see a bunch of guys in black come like running out of the trees behind me, give me a heads up so I can draw down and go out like a man on the live stream. You know what I mean? Because I'm not going to be I'm just peaceful and nonviolent. And I want to go on living peacefully and nonviolently in America, standing up for freedom. The signals and messaging that I'm getting from DC Metro are, we'll do whatever we want. We'll break the law. We'll steal and break your stuff, and we'll disappear you if we get the chance. Those are the signals I'm getting from DC Metro. We're going to try to trick you, X-Ray. We're going to try to take your stuff. We want you out of the game. The signals that I'm sending are, you better behave in accordance with the oath you took, because I'm not going anywhere, because I've already stood up and put my life on the line for this country, and I'll do it again. I'm not afraid, all right? I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid, all right? I'm in the game. I'm peaceful. I'm nonviolent, and I'm not afraid of you. I know what you could do. I'm afraid of what you could do, but I'm not afraid of cowards. I'm not afraid of liars and cowards and corrupt people, all right? I call on the white hats in government. If you're a good person, if you still have integrity, all right? If you want your children and your grandchildren to be proud of the legacy that you're creating and leaving, if you want your ancestors to be proud when you face your dead parents and grandparents and you tell them what you did here, you want them to be proud. Could they be proud of the actions of the police today? They're rolling over in their graves. They're disgusted with you filthy people. All right? So, white hats, please work on the back black hats. White hats, overpower the black hats. Do whatever you have to do, because there's no good in them. How could they do such things? How could they do such things if they thought they were being good? If they thought that they were being fair and appropriate and just and moral and righteous and honorable and honorable, they need to change their behavior. The American people cannot stand for it. All right? Inflation is through the roof. Food prices are through the roof. Diesel prices are through the roof. The stock market is in the toilet. All right? All of our branches of government are fighting each other or absent. We need help, guys. We need the American people to stand up and be like, hey, I'm from America and this isn't how we do it. Like, it's not okay to proceed this way. It's not okay to keep doing this. And if you don't stand up, you're as much as fault as they are. I understand some people are disabled, right? Some people may not have a ride, whatever it is. Figure it out. Get on your phone and figure it out. Get somebody, motivate them, bring them. All right? You're either going to be in Jefferson City or you're going to be in DC this weekend. You figure out which one you're going to do. All right? You figure it out and you go see my people. My people are going to be there. All my people are going to be at both. Okay? Go find my people. They'll be wearing the Justice for X-Ray shirts, or, free X-Ray or Justice for X-Ray. I'm not sure what they're putting on them, but they're all going to have shirts. Go find my people. Stand tall with them. All right, be one of them. Be a visionary. Stand up for America. This is your chance to make America better in a peaceful and nonviolent and helpful way, right? So this food can help grow our country, right? I'm just saying, I need every one of you. I need every single one of you to come out. I don't care where you live. I don't care what the situation is. I understand and respect some people are disabled, whatever. It isn't going to work with some people. I get that. But the vast majority of you could do it if you wanted. Some of you might be saying, oh, but I'm going on vacation. Would you look at that? There's a nice vacation house in the woods. Let's go stay there. Well, all you're doing is distracting yourself from this problem when you could be in the game solving this problem. Solving this problem with us on the line, on the field today. Thank you, Bill. God bless you, brother. Thank you, Bill. I need you guys here. I need you to stand up. Thank you, Sylvia. Really appreciate that. Jen, thank you. Scott, thank you. All the mods, you're amazing. Thank you, mods. Ed's Truth. I saw you in the other chat too, Ed's Truth. Yeah, that was great. Somebody was like, that's X-Ray's knee. Ed's Truth is like, I'm going to zoom in on the mirror and do facial recognition. Oh, when I say white hat, I mean somebody who works for the government, who's a good guy, still a good guy, hasn't been corrupted yet. The black hats are the bad guys who are trying to perpetuate their own comfort trying to get promoted, trying to go to a certain agency. And so they just throw all the rules out the window. They do whatever they think the other people above them think is right. They don't apply morals or values or ethics to their decision making, and they tear down what's good and righteous and strong about America. No fees, guys. No fees. No fees on the truck. No paperwork on the truck. We found 3 Bluetooth devices bugs. One of them is titled LE numbers law enforcement. You guys should have changed the name on the damn Bluetooth or the AirTags or whatever you've got in there. So, and they smashed and destroyed my mirror. Now, I've got Scott and the other guys going through and doing an inventory on every item in the vehicle, cleaning out the vehicle. We're having a professional company come out and sweep all the bugs, so we're going to pull those out of there and throw them in the damn river. Or more fun, we'll put them in different porta potties, so when the porta potties get taken away, they'll be following random people. Or I'll throw them in random dump trucks as they go by, and you guys can just go follow random people and waste your time and money. All right? If you want to meet with me like a gentleman, schedule a meeting through one of my people. All right. I'm an honorable gentleman who's always stood up for America and served my community, whether it was with Habitat for Humanity or whether it's in the Marine Corps. All right. Or whether it's with my nonprofit now, going around the country and world, rescuing people, teaching them how to rescue each other. That ain't no joke. And Uncle Sam and Aunt Samantha know. You know I'm a good person. You've had enough time to read all my emails, read all my texts, read all my Google documents, right? Everything. You've been able to read everything, and you know I'm good. So please stop hunting and harassing me. You gave me my truck back. That's the first stop. All right? That's the first stop. Now I've got a real big shot attorney. I'm real well protected. And that attorney's trying to get me a letter of safe passage, like a blood shit, that'll let me go in and out of any area in the country freely. If anybody tries to arrest me, I'll just hold it up in their face. If they still arrest me, the Patriots might respond in a different way. But we're peaceful and nonviolent. We want to see things happen legally and appropriately in this country. Enough of the corruption. Enough of this corruption. Enough. The people have had enough of the corruption, and I respectfully charge and encourage every one of you patriots to get to that mall now. Get to DC now. President Trump is coming. 3 convoys are coming. A bunch of big semi-trucks are coming. Semi-trucks on semi-trucks on semi-trucks on semi-trucks are coming. Patriots on top of patriots on top of patriots are coming. And we will not fail. We will hold the line. We will be victorious. And I respectfully charge and require you to stand with me. Stand with me, patriots. Now do it peacefully and non-violently like Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Y'all bring your flags, okay? You bring your peace signs and your flags and your potato salad and your freaking fiddles and guitars, and we're going to have a bluegrass jam for freedom. All right? I love you guys. Sorry about all this crap. I'm sorry we have to talk about this instead of like, look at this sexy Kenworth over here. I'm sorry we have to do this. This is heartbreaking for me. It's heartbreaking that this is my reality in America. And you know what? For me, I say no. I say no more. You will not intimidate me. You will not scare me. I am free. I'm an American. I'm free. And I'm right. And I'm in the moral and ethical position of correctness and appropriateness. I'm here in good faith. And I will continue to hold the line with you, patriots. Every one of you owes me. Every one of you owes me 2 patriots, whether it's you and a buddy or 2 of your buddies or your kids. If you can't come yourself, send them some gas money. Get them out here. Send them some diesel money because we all know it's $6-7 a gallon for diesel. And that's why President Biden had to go kiss up to that sandy butthole, Prince whatever, in Saudi Arabia. And the guy wouldn't even see Biden. He had to turn around and come all the way home, wouldn't even see him. What disrespect. What disrespect. We get no respect because of the way our elected and appointed officials in many cases operate. Now, to those of you whiteheads, you good elected and appointed officials, I love you. I thank you. I honor you. I respect you. And I encourage you to hold the line. Do what you can on your side. Help keep us free and safe. This is it, Patriots. This is it in 2022. All right? Me and you, we're going to do it. We're doing it together. We're doing it for freedom. We're doing it for America. And we ain't going to quit. I'm going to sign off and just hop on down to this field and go check the corn next. Okay? Beans look pretty good if you ask me. But I love you and respect you. I need you guys to come out. You got to put it in the chat. You got to talk to each other. You want to meet somebody in the chat you've never talked to? Ask them out. Ask them to meet you. there or something, right? Do a convoy. All right, I need you to stand up for freedom. You know what's going on. You saw the injustice. You go back in my other videos and you'll see the police committing all those crimes, and that's why they're doing this. I have them on video, and I'm yelling at them. But they falsely imprison someone. They leave an injured woman laying on the ground who's now had to have surgeries, right? They bumped into a truck and did a hit and run, fled the scene of an accident. They stole my truck. They blocked crosswalks and fire hydrants. They refused to give their badge numbers. They refused to take reports of a crime or do anything about it. They retaliate unnecessarily and inappropriately and illegally. And they've got to look in the mirror, and they keep doing it. How do you have integrity? Look in the mirror and keep acting like this, corrupt officers. I ask you. All right. Well, hey, I love you guys very much. I'm going to sign off right now. And thank you so much for your prayers. Thank you for it. When I'm watching these live streams, I want to see all of you, and I want to see you in D.C. I want to see you there this weekend all the way through. All right, I need to see you there. We need to stand up. If we don't stand up, we're complicit. If we don't show up and stand up, we're saying, it's okay. Would you look at that? It's fine. Well, it's not fine. Just look at it. And you see the truth. Okay? Stand tall for freedom. Y'all stay safe. I'll see you soon. I love you very much. All right, stay motivated. Come on out, guys. I want every one of you this weekend to come out and see us. All right, love you. Bye.